Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Wednesday webinars. And I'm Olivia from the sales and marketing team, and today we're going to be hearing about the Park Hyatt Maldives property. And I'm joined by David, who is the Director of Sales and Marketing for the property. And he's joining us today from Madrid, which is very exciting.
Yes, how exciting.
Yeah, over to you, David.
Sure. Thank you so much, Olivia. So how would I show my screen?
Well, at the moment, we can see the very first page of the presentation. So you can just basically start clicking
Okay.
as you go. But just before we start, please do ask questions throughout, everybody, and I will either answer them to you privately or at the very end we can ask them to David, and then he can give you some answers at the end. And yeah, so
Great. I hope, Elizabeth, thank you very much for the introduction. And hello, everyone, or hola from Madrid, where I'm based. I work for the Park Hyatt Maldives Hadahaa. And however, I'm not based on the resort. I'm based in Spain so that I can be more accessible for our European and American customers. And we really enjoy a long-lasting relationship with Hummingbird. That's why I thought it was really important to get on this product call. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through our presentation quite quickly and only touch upon the points of new developments or important unique selling points that as a travel designer you need to know. And if you do have more questions or more in further detail, I can always send you the presentation or answer your questions at any time. So here we are with the Park Hyatt Maldives. We are a 10-year-old property. And the first point I wanted to make is our location, because I think that's really important for a travel designer to know where the island is in retrospect to Maui. That's one of the first questions that people ask. The Park Hyatt is located really south, actually, quite far south, in the Hadahaa kind of atoll near the equator, which makes us really different from a lot of the other luxury resorts in the Maldives archipelago, meaning that down in the farthest south area near the equator where we're located, we are blessed with probably one of the best reefs in the entire area of the Maldives, as you can see on this initial page. And because we are so far down south, it makes it a little bit more tranquil, more peaceful. The customer is going to get a little bit more barefoot luxury and less activity, less water activity than they would find in the north. With that being said, it does take a little farther time to get down to the Maldives, down to our area, in a sense that after arriving in Maui, we need to take a domestic flight on Maldiviana, which is approximately 45 minutes. And once they land in the south, it's another transfer on a speedboat to our island. But once you get there, it's absolute paradise, as I said, because of the reefs, because of the natural beauty, because of the natural habitat that we are blessed to have at this resort. So it's kind of a catch-22. If the customer wants to be near Maui, well, they're not going to have such a long transfer time from Maui to their northern resort. However, if they want to come to us, there is a longer transfer time, with that said. However, it is worth it because they will be arriving to a much elevated paradise than our sisters up in the north. Okay. This resort in particular, because we're located in the south and because we're a little bit more isolated into the natural beauty, and we do have such great diving experiences and snorkeling, our demographic is typically catering towards the couples on honeymoon or the older generation couples who want a little bit more tranquility, peace, and relaxation, or younger families, meaning those families with kids that are perhaps 5 years old, maybe 7 years old and younger, because we don't have a kids club per se. like other hotels where you have jungle gyms and facilities like buildings that have babysitting and all this type of thing. So that's why our demographic is more suited towards the couple, the honeymoon couple, or the younger families. All right, I'll just go through these quickly, these arrival experiences. Like every 5-star luxury resort, you are met at the airport. You are brought by our airport rep all the way from start to finish. On the island of Hadahaa, on our island, or sorry, Hadahaa, we have 51 overwater villas and beach villas, 4 restaurants and 1 bar. And in terms of the meal plan that is included in your Hummingbird contract, we have half board including the dining room, as well as the island grill, as well as the bar. I'll get to the F&B and show you what's included. We have elevated our menus this past month in order to give a little bit more variety when coming to the island, and not just in the one dining room. Let's take a look at what the villas are typically about. So as we can see in our first category, the beach villa. The beach villa, you know, is what it is. We do have the outdoor bathroom. Now, I believe Hummingbird is in the contract is an automatic upgrade to the next category. So that would entitle a beach pool villa. As you can see here in our 3D shots, the beach pool villa would be for 2 people, or we can add a 3rd extra bed with indoor-outdoor shower and, you know, luscious surroundings, so it's very private. When you elevate that up to one category, we have the deluxe beach pool villa. And as you can see, that gives more living space on the outside with a patio furniture as well as a larger pool. We do have 3 2-bedroom units, so this is where families would be more suited to enjoy. And then when we go to the overwater villas, this is our typical overwater villas. We try to hide as much privacy as possible, and we have without pool and with a pool. Our next unique selling point that I wanted to let you all know and is new in the market is our 3-bedroom Overwater Reef Residence. And it is what it is. It's located at the end of the jetty of all the Autowater villas, and it encompasses 3-bedroom units. So it is accompanying up to about 6 adults, and we can put in extra beds for children. What that encompasses is a large dining room with a private chef and a private butler, as well as its own pool, its own sauna, its own hot tub, and its own 360-degree views of the water. So you can just see that last slide out there, right there in that one. And this one, we do have special rates with Hummingbird. If anyone does want to inquire with the reservations, I'm in touch with them. Our dining facilities, as I mentioned before, this is our first one, which is our dining room, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, international a la carte dining. And that is available for the meal plans for breakfast, as well as for dinner, for the half board, and for full board, any lunch they would like. Our island grill is available for dinner, for the half board, full board, etc., all inclusive. And that is our steak and seafood restaurant. So this is very popular for one of the nights or 2 of the nights for the people. We've now included the bar as well. Those are more of bar type of food, or hamburgers, nachos, etc. that way. That can also be included in the meal plan for a little bit more casual dining. The only thing not included is the koi, which is our Japanese restaurant, and that is just due to limitation of seating. However, anyone with the Hummingbird contract has 50% off the menu items. We do have this quite unique dining called the Treehouse. You can book the Treehouse for a private dinner up in the trees, and that's also with our chef in our private herb garden. So it's kind of fun. You can actually go for a tour in the private herb garden and then use those herbs to incorporate into the menu. that you would like to have for that night. And of course, we do have the floating breakfast that can be sent to a pool villa. I believe that's also included as an extra benefit for the Hummingbird, if I'm not incorrect. There's more to do than just be on the island. We can arrange excursions to the equator. We can go to private islands and arrange picnics. There's always our Windhoen Spa, which is really more about therapy in terms of the Indian methods, which is more about hydrating and cooling and heating. Or Ayurveda treatments. So that's an option. But we're also well known for our diving, being our third unique selling point. First, we had our location and our reefs. The second was the Overwater Reef Residence, and then now our Blue Journeys, which we own and operate. And that is typically excursions for the diving school, as well as diving into the various areas to see the natural wildlife, as well as sharks or dolphins. This is a big part of what we do down south in Hadahaa, which is the reason why our demographics are for more couples and for younger families, those people who want to do the diving experience. And if you do want to have some experiences with these type of underwater machines, we do have those available, as well as kayaks, as well as windsurfers. We will always be committed to sustainability. That is a major influence on the Hyatt brand, which means supporting the locals in terms of charitable aspects, in terms of buying all food product, in terms of employment and training. This is one thing that we really are focusing our efforts for in 2023. We have actually just gone solar for the entire resort this past January. So from now on, electricity is all based on solar panels. And really that's it in a nutshell. And I hope that this has been enlightening or rewarding for you to understand. We really want to work closer with the markets in Europe and America, etc., or anywhere else. And I hope that we can get a chance to show you around. If you're ever traveling to the Maldives, you can just reach out. Okay. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, David. Yeah, I'm just having a look, and there actually aren't any questions yet. So you probably answered everything that people might be interested in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity for a product awareness, so that people just know we're there and they know that we work with Hummingbird quite closely. And if anything they need, or they would like a proposal, or they think their guest demographic would suit this particular resort, then it would be great to get in touch with the reservation staff, and then I would work personally on each one.
Yes, exactly. And we've actually had quite a few members of the team that have been, and most recently, Claudia, who's our reservations assistant manager, she was there. And she has now seen loads of different properties in the Maldives, and she was the most impressed by Park Hyatt.
Oh, I really appreciate that.
The snorkeling and diving aspect apparently was just incredible.
I mean, we try to go above and beyond for each individual guest. And for instance, when Hummingbird, you just had 3 families visit us in January, and we knew that they liked this certain type of, was it Grey Goose vodka? So we put those Grey Goose vodkas in the room for them to have for their aperitif each night. Like, we like to go above and beyond, understand what the guests' needs are or what their likes and dislikes, excuse me, and do those extra things for each guest coming in.
Yeah, that's amazing, and something that we love to be able to assure our clients, so they can feel a bit better about having their clients at the hotels and knowing that they're going the sort of extra mile to get that personal touch. So having that close relationship with someone like you, David, makes the world of difference for everybody. So we know that
Thank you.
everyone's clients are in very safe hands at Park Hyatt.
Okay, great.
I've got one question from someone saying, is it only half board? Is that the highest meal plan that you have? But no.
No, we don't. Actually, we have half board that's usually included with usually our promotion that goes on with Hummingbird is it's the rate. It's usually a contract rate or deduction on the contract rate, including half board and transfers. But we do offer full board, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we do offer all inclusive, which includes most of the, all of the alcoholic beverages, etc. Those are just a small supplement on top of the half board. I should have made that more clear. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But yeah, I think for longer stays, obviously going for full board or all inclusive is definitely a good idea to push for clients to do.
Yeah.
So they can relax a bit every day.
Right. And if the if the guests are staying longer than 7 nights, we include transfers into the rate. So it's quite good value to have if it's a 7-night stay, which usually is the case for your agency clients. We have half board included and we have return transfers. So there's not all these additional add-ons on top of the room rate.
Yeah. And yeah, someone just asked what the average length of stay is for visitors. So I think you've just answered that. So about 7 nights, I would say, it would be the average length for a Park Hyatt client.
It is. I mean, if you're looking for regions, then in Europe and the UK, it's over 7 nights. Obviously, Asia would be much lower. It's about 4. And Latin America's the same, over 7 nights. America's a little bit less. People from that region, from the UK and from Europe, when they come to the Maldives, they always stay over 7 nights.
Yeah, I think because once you've factored in all the transfer time and everything, it's for really anywhere in the Maldives, it's good to go for a bit longer if possible.
And there's in June of 2023, there will be new flights to closer to us. There's an airport in an island in the south called Gan, G-A-N, and the airline Fly Dubai will be flying there direct from Dubai. So if clients are taking Emirates or they're stopping over in Dubai, they can also have that connecting flight, not just on Emirates, but they can actually go on Fly Dubai, which also has business class from Dubai to Gan Airport. And if they do that, then they're eliminating the domestic transfer actually, and it's only a speedboat, I believe. So that's going to be really
a massive game changer.
That'll be a massive game changer, I think, for people wanting to eliminate that flight and only take the speedboat. So yeah. I believe that's the case right now. I'm just getting final confirmation, but that will be a game changer so that it cuts down a lot of transfer time.
Definitely, yeah. So yeah, we'll update everyone once we have 100% confirmation on all of that. Okay, so no more questions, but yeah, what I'll do is oh, there's one more question. How long is the speedboat from Gan Airport?
Oh, it would be 50 minutes.
50?
50, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Perfect. Great. Well, I will send out the presentation copy.
Thank you.
In a follow-up newsletter tomorrow, as well as the recording. And yeah, do reach out to me if you have any questions or if anything comes up after this. And thank you so much, David, for joining us today.
I really appreciate the opportunity, and thank you so much for everyone who listened in today. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone for joining us, and we'll speak to you soon.
Bye-bye now.
Have a good rest of your day. Bye.